There is great tension between the native people of the Brazilian Amazon, companies that mine diamonds and gold there, and the Brazilian federal government, which is trying to regulate the mining of diamonds and protect the native people and land. The mining companies and their financiers stand to make great profits from diamonds by selling them. They are taking over the land of the native people in order to control the mining of diamonds. This is colonization. The diamond mines in Brazil are some of the largest in the world. This diamond mine is located on the Abate River in the town of Três Marias in Minas Gerais. The company that owns this mine is called GAR Minerals, which is one of the largest mining companies in Brazil. Brazil Minerals, BMIX, is another large mining company. In contrast to the mining companies, native people live throughout the Amazon forests and in other parts of the country. The native people are also referred to as Indians. There are preserves where the native people live, which contains valuable wood, rubber trees, and other natural resources. Unfortunately, that is also where most of the diamonds and gold are to be found. One group of natives living in this area is the Sinta Larga tribe. The Sinta Larga tribe lives on reservations in the Amazon rainforest, which is the largest rainforest in the world. The rainforest covers 2.1 million square miles of land, going into more than 3 different countries in South America, in addition to Brazil. In Brazil, the diamond mining companies are profiting by using the native people to extract and mine the diamonds. According to Google, colonization is defined as the act of setting up a colony away from one's place of origin. This relates to the mining companies and the Sinta Larga tribe because the mining companies are the ones that are colonizing the native peoples. Are in a difficult place because they have been affected by the mining companies and the progress that has been made on their land. Roads were built that brought in people from the outside world. This causes disease and other modern problems. It has been hard for the Indians to cope with these modern problems because they did not have them before the mining started. Whether they like it or not, they now have to live in the modern world and deal with its problems. Chief P.O. of the Sinta Larga talked about this in an interview. He said, "Before it was wonderful too. We never had to worry about diseases, education, health, of being invaded by the white man in the village. Today, we don't have that peace anymore. Because today it's, in that place, there are woodcutters stealing wood. In that place, rubber tree trappers are invading the reserve. So we have to be constantly running from one place to the other. Things have changed a lot, but we ourselves are different. We have worries about health, worries about our children, worries about women, because now there are shoes, clothes. Before it wasn't like this. Before, Indians were only worried about hunting in the right season, working at the right time, picking native fruit in the right season. So we didn't have as many worries then. I didn't imagine that at that time there were roads. I didn't even imagine at that time that there were soccer fields, airstrips, dams. We weren't prepared for any of that. We want to explore this diamond mine. We don't want to give it to the white man. We can talk to the government, reach an agreement with them, but we need to hear their proposals, and we want them to hear ours. That's what we're fighting for with the government. Proposal to the government. We haven't seen any proposal from the government yet. We're waiting for them to send us a proposal. We would like for them to come talk to us." In the middle of the tension between the native people and the mining companies is the Brazilian government. They are trying to protect the native people and land, but they also are trying to keep the diamond mining companies in business. The government is trying to stop illegal mining that doesn't seem to be working too well. Federal Police Chief Mauro Esposito works for the government, and he tries to catch illegal diamond mining and trade. He said, "A diamond leaves the mine and the mining area through the Indians or the miners, who then take it to the middlemen, who then take it to the buyers, and those buyers pass it on to the financiers. There is no doubt that the ones who make the most money out of this are the financiers. Those financiers are the people who have access to diamond mining companies. The diamond trade in the world is practically controlled by a cartel. 2 or 3 companies dominate the diamond trade worldwide, so there is no doubt that all of this converges to those companies. It is not that these companies are the main participants in the illegal trade, but there is no doubt that they foment the illegal trade. We had a very specific case here, very symbolic. A diamond was sold for $8,000. Later, it was resold to a middleman for $25,000, who then passed it on to a buyer in Sao Paulo, who, when we seized the diamond, was selling it for $250,000. This shows well the profit that is made in this chain. Before the year 1776, Great Britain had 13 colonies. They won their independence, and the United States was formed. Now, in 2014, in Brazil, there is a similar kind of colonization going on. Both involve profits and land. It sounds like the Brazilian government cannot protect the Indians because they are also involved in helping the mining companies make profits. Human greed and a lack of understanding of the right of native people seem to be the root of the problem. The financiers who live far, far away and have never seen the Amazon rainforest before. They don't understand what is really happening. I wonder what would happen if diamonds were no longer valuable in the world.